Team John or Team Peter? Which one are you down for? What's going on, guys? This is Joshua, aka Future Filmmaker, now for his reviews where we talk film, TV, and music, and I'm giving you my review. Finally, I've been waiting to review this one. To All the Boys, to P.S. I Still Love You, which is the sequel to All the Boys I Loved Before, directed once again by Fimognari, and based on the book of the same name by Janel. Stars Lana, Condor, Noah Centineo, Joy Fisher, Janel, Parrish, and Cathcart. And To All the Boys, P.S. I Still Love You is Laura, Jean, and Peter are no longer pretending to be a couple, and they actually are a couple. And as Laura Jean navigates a trove of official firsts with Peter, her first real kiss, her first real date, her first Valentine's Day, she finds herself leaning more on Kitty and Margot, Chris, and an upcoming new confidant, Stormy, to help her manage the complex emotions that come with this new chapter of balancing a relationship and filling out the authentic self. But when John Ambrose, who is another recipient of one of Laura Jean's former old love letters, enters her life once again, she must rely on herself more than ever, as she is confronted with the real dilemma of being a girl to date two boys at once. That is what we're dealing with To All the Boys, P.S. I Still Love You. In the comment section down below, what did you think of To All the Boys I Loved Before sequel, P.S. I Still Love You? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Or are you somewhere in the middle? And let's get into it. To All the Boys, P.S. I Still Love You. I was excited to see the sequel, to see what they could do with this one, because the first To All the Boys came out, nobody expected it to be good as it was, and it shouldn't have been as good as it was. But To All the Boys I Loved Before, the original, was a very nice surprise. It was one of the better romance movies I've seen in a long time, in the last 10 years. And when I heard that they were doing a sequel, I became interested. But I did have one concern, because you usually in every romance movie you do have the love triangle between a girl or two guys, or a guy and two girls, and it is a cliche, but I was a little afraid. And also because of the absurdity, horrendously bad, which was after last year, I was worried that this would be a letdown. But I'm here to tell you that To All the Boys, P.S. I Still Love You is just as good as the first one. Now, the first one is still the best, but I'll get into that. But I will have to start off with the biggest positive and say that the love triangle between Laura Jean, Peter, and John is the biggest surprise in the movie, because when you have a love triangle, it doesn't really pander out too well. It does it becomes formulaic, it does become cliche, and it does become pretty tiresome and predictable. And while it is predictable, it didn't really get to a point where it felt tiresome, or it felt dull, or it just felt cheap. I felt like the love triangle between Laura Jean and Peter and John was very effective. I thought it made for a nice story. And to this movie's credit, that is the biggest praise of To All the Boys, P.S. I Still Love You, is the way they chose to handle the love story. The writer and director, they chose to handle the love triangle with care, with wanting you to root for which one she's going to choose. And when it gets to the certain one that she chooses, you instantly just find yourself rooting even more. And another big positive reason why this love triangle works is because of the performances of its three main actors: Lana Condor, Noah Centineo, and Jordan Fisher. These three actors are talented, and Lana Condor, I feel like they do more with her here than they ever did with X-Men Apocalypse, because in X-Men Apocalypse, in that movie, she played Jubilee, and she barely got anything to do at all in that movie. Whereas Laura Jean, I feel like she shines as this character, Laura Jean. Her chemistry that she has with Noah Centineo and Jordan Fisher, it is very well done chemistry on the part of these actors, and also because the direction and the writing does just enough to make this love triangle work and make these actors work. Even the scenes where it's not a love triangle with Laura Jean and Peter, I think they are some of the best parts of the movie. Not to take anything from the rest of the cast. Janel Parrish is really good as Margot. Anna Cathcart is really great again, promising future as an actress as Kitty. And the rest of the cast, like Trezzo, Mahoro, and Holland Taylor, and John Corbett, all of the acting in this movie is good. The acting is the strongest part of the movie. While they get their moments to shine, this is really Laura Jean, Peter, and John's story. As far as a direction standpoint, Michael Fimognari and the writer, as far as the direction and writing standpoint, I feel like that is the strongest aspect in this film, because again, this love triangle could have gone really bad. This could have gone bad, but somehow, some way, through Sofia Alvarez's script and J. Mills' Goodloe, both writing this movie, the romance, you find yourself invested. And again, I'm gonna compare to after. I care more about Laura Jean and Peter and the love triangle a lot more than I did with Tessa and Harden. Just because you got a sequel coming out, don't think I ain't forgot about you after we collided. Well, that's gonna be a fun round because it looks bad. Let's just get it out of the way. We know Josh is not gonna like After We Collided. If I didn't like the first After, what makes you think I'm gonna like any of the three following? That's if you choose not to split the fourth one into two parts, and I hope you don't do that with After, please. But this romance and these characters I cared about. Also, as far as the cinematography standpoint and the editing standpoint, this movie is well paced and well edited. It's a little shorter than the first one, and I do like the way cinematography. There are certain shots, certain frames, and as well as on the production design scale, this movie looks nice. This movie is beautifully shot, it is beautifully well helmed, it is beautifully filmed. And it does not come off as ugly looking because there's a lot of great color palettes in this movie, and the editing is a really fast pace. There's never a moment in the editing where it does feel like it's lazy or it's dull. As far as the music goes, I do love the music and the song choices. I think the music and song choices are very well done. If I have any issues with To All the Boys, P.S. I Still Love You, is that, yes, you do see it's predictable that who she's going to end up with. And I do feel like there were some moments where it kind of just, well, not necessarily bored me, but there were a few unnecessary moments here. But other than that, that's all I gotta say on To All the Boys, P.S. I Still Love You. I think this is a really good sequel. And with all that being said, I can't wait for To All the Boys 3, which comes out next year, but the problem is going to be released in December. But that gives them enough time to make sure that this trilogy of movies is better. And we might have a good trilogy to make up for the 50 Shades trilogy, which I have not seen any of those movies. But at some point, somebody's gonna ask me to do it. I know that there's gonna be that one person who's gonna ask me to review 50 Shades, and I'm not gonna want to do it. But I I do all this for you guys, because you guys are my Epictasticness. You guys are my Epictastic family here on YouTube. Anyways, to all the boys I loved before, 2, P.S. I Still Love You, works as a very nice sequel due to its great chemistry between its 3 leads. The way of the writing and direction makes you care for this whole love triangle, and it still keeps that sense of heart that it does have in the original. While it is not better than the original, it is just as good. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and give To All the Boys I Loved Before it better than Vampire Diaries. Let me know what you guys think of To All the Boys I Loved Before. P.S. I Still Love You. All of my social media links are in the description box down below. As well, if you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button and that bell for when new videos are up, because even though if you do get notified, you're not going to get every single notification. So make sure you hit that bell for all notifications. You guys keep it cool. Join Epictasticness. If you want to send fan mail, you can do that as well. And if you would like to donate some money to my channel, message me privately through DM or email, and I'll give you instructions on how to do that. I'll see you guys later.